Let's go to card number 2. This one is a little bit older and there's some repetition. Looks like this, by the way. It's different, but this is still stuff we hear sometimes. Someday you'll meet someone who will change your mind. No, I've already met the girl in my dreams and I've been with her for 8 years, and we're both of one mind, and nothing is changing. It's certainly not the crap on this card. You're a child hater. No, I'm not. We've already gone through that. You'll change your mind. Again, most common thing we hear. Your children would be so beautiful / smart, etc. I don't want to risk it. I was a C student in high school. I was an A student in college, but yeah, I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk the teen pregnancies, drug use, adolescent mood swings. I don't want to lose years of sleep and possibly a relationship over some little teenage shit that's going to tell me to my face that they hate me, and that's not happening. Who will take care of you when you're older? We already went through that. It's all worth it in the end, of course, the second most common thing we hear. Wow. You should have a kid. White people aren't having enough kids? Wow. That is really racist. Oh my god, that's racist. Moving on. Let's see. Did you have a rotten childhood? Yes, I did. Just wait till you have kids. That's not happening. Snippy, snippy. Thank you, vasectomy. Childbirth is a woman's greatest achievement. We've already gone over that. Being child-free is selfish. Again, like that's one of the most common things we hear as child-free people is, oh, we're selfish. Maybe. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? I'm sorry that I like having time and money and freedom and a loving relationship and the time and energy to nurture that relationship. I'm so sorry that you've been bogged down by your choices. I choose not to do that. You don't really have a family without children. Yes, I do. I've got a stepbrother, a stepsister, a mom, a dad, cousins, lots of cousins. A beautiful wife. That's not family? I could have swore that's under the family category. What if your parents thought the same way? Like I said, I wouldn't be making this video. You must be a very sad person. Actually, no. I'm very happy, and my choices are very supported when I go out. They're very reinforced whenever I leave this house and I go to the mall or whatever. To do some window shopping for Christmas, and I see the unruly children in the playpen, or somebody, kids flailing on the floor. That does not make me at all envious of their situation. It really doesn't. And anybody who thinks that is just fooling themselves. How do your parents feel about grandkids? I don't care. This is my life, not theirs. You were a child once. You're right. You'll regret it when you're older. No. I've got a story to tell about that one. A guy I used to work with, his name's Gary. Real nice guy. And he was like 40-something years old. And he'd owned a couple of businesses when he was younger. And he said, he was talking about all the money he made, and he used to run a card shop and all this stuff. And the kids were great that came in there, and he'd get like warehouse sodas and hold tournaments on the weekends, playing cards and stuff. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that stuff. But he told me that his one regret was not having kids. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like the only other child-free guy there, of course. And I didn't question him on it, of course. It's a personal matter, and unlike most people, I don't bring up stuff like that to somebody's face when I just meet them. I mean, I'd known this guy for a couple months, and I still didn't bring it up. But I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dude, if you had kids, you couldn't have done all that, most likely, or it would have been a hell of a lot harder. But that's his thing. Some people want them and can't have them, or just never had them. They call those childless. They call people like me child-free, or child-free by choice. And I consider. I prefer child-free, but that's just me. Okay, next square. How can you live with yourself? Very easily, very comfortably. I live a very stress-free life. I get sleep. I get sex. Two things parents usually don't get. I have a very loving, supportive wife. We've both made the decision that we don't want kids now or ever. We've both taken permanent steps to ensure that we do not have any accidents. So yeah, how do I live with myself? Very easily. It's I don't want to say a very easy life, but it is a comfortable life. Your child could cure cancer. How many parents have said that and we still don't have cures? The best thing in the world I ever did was have kids. Good for you. Congratulations. Would you like a medal? You're not getting one. More like poopy diapers and, pee on the walls and peanut butter smeared on the TV. Congratulations. You would make such a good mom/dad. Maybe, yeah, probably. But I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I'm going to. The only reason you think that is because I don't have kids right now. My kid's the most important thing in my life. Well, of course, if there's only one important thing in your life, it's going to be the best in the world. Like if, put it in video game terms, if all you had was a Nintendo Wii and everybody else was playing 360 and PS3 and, whatever else is out there, but you couldn't afford you were trapped with the Wii only, you'd be like, oh, the Wii is the best. Oh, I love the Wii. That's the best thing ever. In your opinion, maybe. But I think it's because of limited, options than actual, trying out everything. I mean, parents can't go back to being child-free and say, oh, you know what, I really like this life better. Once you have a kid, you're stuck forever. Even after they go off to college, you can't, there's no, there's no being child-free after you've had a kid, because you always worry about them. They're always on your mind, which they should be, if you're a good parent. But, you're never child-free again. I hate the parents on Facebook that are like, oh, I'm child-free this weekend. No, you're not. You go to dinner with your husband, you talk about the kids. You go to sleep, you think about the kids. You're watching a movie, you think about the kids. You're never child-free. They're always on your mind. And like I said, they should be, because, you're a parent, you're obligated to, protect them and make sure that they've got the best they can, that they're doing the best they can do. A lot of parents, unfortunately, don't do that. Anyway, I'm going off on a rant about that. I'm sorry. They're different when they're your own, another common thing we hear. I don't want to test that. I do not want to, because I'm a lucky guy, but I don't want to put that to chance. Okay, here we go. The big one. Being child-free is against God/nature. Okay. You go tell that to any woman who's had trouble conceiving and has had to get in vitro fertilization or any kind of other medical assisted procedure to have children. I guarantee you will not leave that encounter without at least one black eye. I'm not saying I'm going to be violent towards you just for saying that, but I'm just, you go to the childed ones, the ones who want kids, who've had in vitro or whatever, and you tell them to their face that it's against God and nature, and they will be pissed. I don't care. There's a difference. We're both sides of the extreme. I'm the I don't care extreme, and the IVF patient would be like, "Oh my God, you're telling me what I can and cannot do with my body." But yeah, the woman's, whatever. So those are the bingo cards. What do you think? Let me know.